And should be opposed by Bella Cravens of TCU. Sooners get the opening touch. Ani Anusa, quick trigger three. A little bit off the side of the rim. Shot's just been a little off the last couple of games, but Jennie Baranczyk said still love the way she's passing and cutting and doing all the little things. The TCU starting five. Tomi Taiwo, one of the best in the Big 12, averaging 14 points per game. Manu Maliuna is a good point guard out front for the Horned Frogs. Taylor Robertson heads the other way.
Both teams letting it fly, though, Chad. We see it.
Madi Williams a little short with that.
Both teams a little chilly right now. It's cool outside, so kind of getting it going right now, both up and down.
It's easy to understand.
A little cool outside.
Good deep post position that time, but Cravens missed the runner. The Sooners counterattack. Madi Williams putting it on the deck. And to the rim she goes.
She can finish with the best of them in college basketball when she gets it there.
21 points total the last two games combined. Just hasn't shot, missed a few of the in-close buckets. But, Coach, keeping this team positive, she said, I want this team to play with continued joy. They have done that every day in practice. And she said, we're not going to be a moral victory type of team, but let's be honest,
they're competing. They're playing hard. We talked about in the intro. They're going to play hard now.
Pull-up jumper good by Ani Anusa.
She is playing so well right now, you know, leading the team in scoring in Big 12 play.
That is a palming. Do you prefer palming or carrying violation? Our keys tonight are presented by Riverwind Casino. Still the one. Pooh, what do you have for us?
Well, one of the things right here is this basket goes in to defend without fouling. She wants the ball to move. She wants to see the second, third side of the floor, maybe the fourth side of the floor. And then, you know what she said? I might as well throw rebounding in there, too.
It's a key every game.
Can't go wrong with rebounding.
Manu Maliuna loses it on her way to the bucket. Madi Williams, a one-player fast break. Yanusa, corner three, got it.
That was a very good pass. Head and eyes were up.
Sooners missed their first three shots. They've made four straight, and thus this 9-3 lead. And I think Cravens was out of bounds.
Anna's playing on the ball. She said she's playing on and off the ball, but playing a lot more point guard in the last few games.
Yanusa slides back door, and Skylar Van. 9-0 Oklahoma run now. Aubrey Jones is also checked in. She guards Paige Bradley. Lucy Ebay splits a double team. But Madi Williams did go to the bench, but she only has one foul. The other day, that tied her season high, and she did it coming off the bench.
Well, she brings so much juice to this group when she comes in, and I think Coach Peagley really enjoys that, bringing her in off the bench, because she gives them life. She's like a jolt of energy. She's a little bit of an Energizer Bunny type player.
She stops the 9-0 Oklahoma run. Kirsten Johnson wide open on that wing. Takes off to the bucket and got it.
She knows what to do and puts it in the hole right there. A nice drive and finish by the young freshman.
Evelyn Fisher surveys it. Trying to drive around Yanusa. Jones over on the help defense. A nice cut to the bucket by McCullough for the deuce.
That is a old school, just easy, simple basketball play. McCullough, she cut to the back of her defender's head, and that's what you do.
Aubrey Jones gets her own rebound, shovels it to Van for the bucket.
Skylar again, always around the action, and you know, Aubrey did what shooters do, followed her shot, and with a really good little shovel pass right there, and got Skylar that layup.
You never followed yours. You thought it was going in every time. No need to follow.
Well, when you assume they go in, you know, why not? Let's go ahead and get back. You know what? I was a point guard, so I had to get back for defensive balance.
Iowa retrieves the miss. Bradley converts. That's a two from just inside the top. So Paige Bradley, the sophomore from Dallas Lynch High School.
They are running down, both teams now, running down those long shots, getting long rebounds, and there's that give and go again.
Beautiful from the high post, and a foul as Kirsten Johnson will go to the foul line. She's fouled by Bradley. Kirsten Johnson.
Really, really strong tradition right there at Duncanville girls basketball.
Nice spin to the baseline.
Kind of one of those players that as soon as she gets in, something is going to happen.
She's one of 6 who came in through the transfer portal for Reagan Peabley this year. Central Arkansas, and began her collegiate career at Collin College. There's a 30 ripped from the corner by Taiwo.
You let her get her shoulders and feet squared, she can splash it now.
Now, Taiwo's 8 threes, the most made in a game by a Big 12 player this year. This one has the potential to do that, though. There's career number 504 for 3 robs.
she shoots at one of the biggest baskets in the history of the game. And you know what? If she's out here just letting it fly like she can and will do, you're in trouble.
Tyro trying to back down Kennedy Tucker, who's all over her. And it goes to eBay. And the Sooners rebounded. No shot clock violation.
Great defense right there by the Sooners.
Robertson rifles and rinses another one.
That's amazing.
Limited opportunities, and she has made the most of it.
Well, you know, every team's got to guard her a certain type of way and face guard her and try to keep the ball out of her hands, which is smart.
That'll be a travel.
Kind of point guard by committee. We've seen, obviously, Nevaeh start at the point. We've seen Anna play a little bit. And
Robertson sliding down through the back door. Van rebounds it.
I think Taylor was a little too close right there, too, Chad.
Craven's good deep post position against Scott. White sliding along the baseline. This three by Mariah Roberts is off. And there's Skylar Van with another rebound.
That was a really good one more pass there by McCullough. A really good pass to get that open look.
Van from up top. She's really shot it well in Big 12 conference play. Her three-point number is about 35% in league play.
I don't even remember a burst.
McCullough angles one up. See if the Sooners get a shot away. McCullough steals the inbound. This will not count.
Something about the purple, Chad. Something about the purple.
Similar pace.
And what I was telling you during the break when we were off air is it was not even like a quick spurt or a burst. It's just nonstop. They just keep coming.
Fisher circles. Feeds it inside. Manu Maliunia. And a nice find in Cravens, who lays it in. Oklahoma always wants to push.
This is definitely, I was going to say, the pace the Sooners want.
Madi Williams
with the simple play. Reverse pivot, left-hand push pass, right on the money, and Maddie puts it home.
Sooners have made 4 of their last 5 threes. He started 1 for 5. Cravens turns and fires. Then Scott claims another rebound.
Comes that transition pressure that the OU just puts on you.
Liz Scott. Pretty good defense there.
Just sometimes it's hard to keep them doing that.
Liz Scott was rolling along pretty good, but she's had foul trouble.
Love to keep her on the floor a little more. You know, it's tough to get her minutes when she's 3.5 fouls per game.
This is McCullough squaring up and firing. Sooners quickly transition with Tot. Liz Scott and Cravens kind of bumped knees inside. Liz Scott's a little gimpy. Danusa posts and scores. The largest lead for the Sooners.
When you got it rolling, you got it rolling. Liz, a look right down that bench.
This jump hook there from Bella Cravens, the transfer. She's a native of Hawaii.
Cravens to score over, and Cravens said, you know what, I can't do that. I'm going to left shoulder jump hook you and put it in the hole.
Went to 7 NCAA tournament games during her 4 seasons at Iowa. So she brings that experience. And she's had 5 games of 4 or more threes made, including that one you talked about when she made 8. And had 33 points against Texas Tech.
Well, she's their threat. She has, coming into this game, she had 49 made threes. The next closest was 14. So she is the person on that team that shoots it from behind that arc, and when she lets it go, she can make it.
Much closer second period. As Oklahoma's only outscored TCU 6-5. Taiwo, corner 3, got it. That one circled a bit and then dropped through.
You know what was so impressive about that was Craven set the flare screen that got Taiwo the shot, and she was very excited about it.
Beatrice Culleton retrieves her own miss, and she'll go to the free throw line. So Beatrice Culleton had 10 points in only 8 minutes in the first meeting between these teams.
You know, the more she plays, the better she gets. You know, she's such a kind of a force down there in the paint.
Shot clock at 15 for the Horned Frogs. 3 by McCullough is good.
Great job, too, right there. The Sooners play that zone.
Reagan Peebles got to be happy with the start to this second quarter. Her team's got another steal. Here's Fisher on the attack. eBay converts.
That was a very good, like again, eBay gets the basket, but Fisher, that was a big-time play by her coming down and just stopping right there at the foul line.
And Madi Williams forces her way to the bucket.
Plays right out of that high post. Such an active post player for the Horned Frogs.
And more than anything, encourage them to play with joy. And they've adjusted. They've really been excited about the way they've adjusted, especially this second time through the Big 12.
Well, and I've been so impressed just watching them on video and then watching them in person tonight. They're competing.
eBay, nice little jab step to work her way in. And a reach-in foul on Culleton. eBay.
So they called the first one.
TCU's outscored Oklahoma 13-10 in this second quarter. Yanusa triggers strong. Kennedy Tucker up high for that rebound. Horned Frogs wanted over the back foul. Instead, it's a Beatrice Culleton bucket.
That was a great offensive rebound. But I want to tell you something here in a second when we get a chance to talk about what led to Anna's open shot.
Really making a point to get it into eBay. McCullough converts a little inside-out game. Yeah, Regapelia said the defense they played for the most part is doing enough. She said the offense will keep swinging, and they've been swinging away tonight.
They have been very impressed with the Horned Frogs.
Culleton. Sooners working against zone, feeding Culleton right to the window.
Jump hook right over that left shoulder and in traffic. A little under some duress right there. Very impressive play.
Second bucket for Culleton. And that was a nice looking stroke from Breon White, the former Sooner.
She knows the rims very well.
She does. Played 10 games for Oklahoma last year. Aubrey Jones knocking down the three. 40% three-point shooter. TCU really working that little horns, looking that high-low. Taiwo knocks home another three, the sixth tonight for the Horned Frogs.
You know what, Chad? Some of them are open, but that was a contested three right there. And kind of like once they get going and they see a few go in, now a lot of them are dropping.
Taylor Robertson will shoot three. Also the active leader in three-point percentage and free throw percentage. I just like to be quiet and listen to the way it sounds when it goes through the net, Pooh.
Well, when you're as pure as she is.
That's right.
Chad, we can, right here.
Yeah.
94% from the foul line. Come on, man.
Pure. And it's no accident. She's out here 2.5 hours going through her pregame shooting regimen. Oklahoma up by 11. Taylor Robertson, 2 threes tonight. She's got 8 points total. Count that bucket. Ended up losing to Michigan in the first round.
And you know what? You watch her. She's a quarterback on the floor.
Nevaeh Tot. No. And a foul over the back. eBay knocks down another.
Activity player. You know what you're getting with her every single night.
Kennedy Tucker having a look. Robertson, just a little sliver of space and missed it.
It's a great read with the dribble handoff, and Robertson made a mistake on the switch, which is what led to Taylor getting that look. But Taiwo doing such a really good job of forcing her away from the basket that she still forced her into a tougher shot than it would have been.
Emily Fisher. eBay on the attack.
Because you can usually shrink the floor a little bit. There's not as much room to operate, but to her credit, Lucy really used her quickness with that first.
And hits one of 2.
Here's what Coach Baranczyk was talking. We're on the third side of the floor right now. You know, the good ones, Chad, that's what it seems like. That's a quiet 10 points in the first half.
And working so hard defensively. Oklahoma scored 29 in the first period. TCU has 27 here in period 2. And one final look. They won't get it.
Almost like Fisher was looking at the game clock instead of the shot clock right there.
Taylor Robertson's going to get a 3 away. No good.
This is an opportunity. We got to get better. Like, we were okay, but it's 20 minutes. We played 10 pretty good. We got to finish. She does it all. And coach really does take advantage of that.
With 2,000 points, 850 rebounds, 300 assists. Cravens didn't leave her feet. Stayed on the ground, so no travel.
Shot clock's at 5. Not sure if they see it.
Ravens, Madi Williams did not get it away.
Be the coach on the floor, but you want all 5 to know that. And you could see at about 8 that I wasn't sure they were dialed into that.
Yunusa triggers and hits.
We know Anna's shooting with confidence.
McCullough rims out. Madi Williams, dangerous when she catches it with it there, and that's why. Right to the rim and in.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Taiwo, 13 points, leading the Horned Frogs tonight. Just a little shy of her average. Yunusa had that pass tipped out of bounds.
Anna left her feet right there and wasn't necessarily ready to make a play.
15 to shoot for the Sooners. Madi Williams will, and hits another one.
It went in, so I think Taylor was okay with it. Great work by Fisher right there.
Fisher's had a good night.
That's a great job with that right hand.
A little short, but into the lap of Jones, who converts. Had a double-double in a game earlier this year. In fact, the Sooners had 3 players get a double-double in the same game.
That is
against Northwestern State.
As this shot goes up, we'll talk about it. Great shot by Fisher, but even though the Sooners play high possession games, that's still very impressive to have 3 players that ratchet and racked up doubles. That's a lot, Chad. Even with a high possession game.
Skylar Vann was one of them, and she hits a 3. Horned Frogs need a bucket. See where they go. Fisher. Taiwo, a corner 3 that's good.
You get Taiwo with her feet and hands and shoulders squared to the basket, she can bang them.
Taiwo's made 4 threes tonight. The Horned Frogs have hit 8. Fisher, beautiful crossover. It leads to a 3 by Cravens that's good.
3 ball.
It's 8 points and 6 assists for Fisher tonight. Yunusa leans in, and she'll be called for the offensive foul. They have a 6-0 run going. TCU made 4 of 20 from three-point range in the first meeting between these teams. They're 9 of 17 today.
There's another open one.
Make it 10 of 18.
Taiwo with the pass right there, and Bradley put it through the basket. 10 threes.
Aubrey Jones off the mark with that one. Madi Williams up to get the miss. A seam to get to the bucket. And Kennedy Tucker.
What that does is it throws the timing of the shot blocker off.
Fisher counters with a scoop of her own.
She did the exact same thing.
Post up here for Vann. Madi Williams floating and scoring. Shot clock under 10 as Taiwo pulls the trigger from way deep. But you just don't get many offensive rebounds against them. You kind of get shut out of running opportunities and second chances.
You know what? One of the things, Chad, when you study the Sooners, as we get right here,
Vann backs down and scores.
Is that they put so much pressure on your transition defense that a lot of teams are probably scared to crash. You know, some people send 2, 3 back when you play against OU. Some teams probably send 4 back. So, again, it's hard to get offensive rebounds when you're so concerned about the transition game.
Skylar Vann will get credit for a blocked shot, and Bella Cravens thought there was a foul. She's picked up a tee.
You have a 94% foul shooter headed to the line.
Bella Cravens having a smile and a laugh about it. So the lead 15. This is a 6-0 run for the Sooners. Every time TCU gets within a couple of possessions, Oklahoma pulls back, stretches that lead away.
Well, they're so good offensively, OU is, and that's what I said. When TCU made that run and scored 6 baskets in a row.
Trying to post inside are the Horned Frogs with White. Instead, it's eBay on the attack, and Liz Scott blocked it, but picked up a foul. eBay, good player at Central Arkansas. Big energy. Brady Peebly said she's at her best when we get that energy from her, and they like that role of her coming off the bench. Aubrey Jones is surrounded and tied up on the rebound, and the possession arrow heads to Oklahoma.
Sorry, Chad. Sooners looking to attack right here, but probably got to hold it for one.
4 to shoot. Van. Jump hook. Yes.
This looks easy. It looks easy when you get it in there to Skylar.
Skylar Van closes 505 for her career.
Sooners matching up right here, giving them a different look.
This is Cravens, a little off the mark. TCU has tied a season high for threes made with the 10 in this game. Swatted away, but Liz Scott will get a shot anyway. Hits it.
Got it back and figured she'd knock it down this time. Wasn't going to miss the same one twice.
19-point advantage. Bradley rinses one. And there's 11 made threes tonight for the Horned Frogs.
It's another assist, too, for Fisher right there, just making plays.
Yanusa.
We have one from
Noble's out.
That one was from Edmond.
Bradley, no. Retrieval by Cravens.
Cravens went and chased that one down.
9 points and 5 boards for Cravens tonight. Off a Culleton screen. Robertson drills another.
Got up close and personal over in Tulsa, Oklahoma, didn't we, Chad?
We did. Taiwo, deep corner 3, no. And the rebound goes to Taylor Robertson. Madi Williams. Oh, beautiful handoff to Culleton.
Great job of showing the shot fake. Right hand, straight line drive, and that little shovel pass, push pass with the left hand got Culleton that layup, and that was a really great play by Madi.
Taiwo and a foul.
And she kind of rubbed that dome because she got popped on the and one. About 7 of her 11 attempts per game are from the three-point line, but she can score it.
Madi Williams again.
All parts of her game tonight. She's driven the ball from the high post. She's made threes. She's posted up. She's got out in transition with that one-person fast break, and we've seen it all.
She's got 22 on only 10 shots. And there's Taiwo again. She's got 21. Yanusa says, I'm going to get on this. And it's stripped, taken away as Bradley picked her pocket.
I tell you what, you better get your ankles taped extra tight and lace them up, because when you play the Sooners, they're going to push that thing.
Quick inbound play, and Aubrey Jones somehow lands that one.
I was going to say, you think she called that? That was almost at the top of the square, and then Jones making it look easy, too.
Soft landing. Midway through the fourth, Oklahoma by 20. Fisher off the mark. Robertson rebounds. It gets a reset for Bradley.
Offensive rebounds. You can also get open threes in transition like this. But that is when you get those threes. And TCU took advantage of that second shot opportunity and pitched it out. And Bradley banged a three.
Boy, Fisher's played hard tonight. Started that passing sequence. And a three by Bradley drops. Timeout, Oklahoma.
You know what? You braved the elements here. Come on out and get in free.
That's right. 10 to shoot. Culleton right to post. Well, that's a tough shot. A lot of strength from the freshman.
That is, and that is a great job of kind of wedging and using her body to throw that jump hook over the left shoulder.
They outscored the Sooners here in the fourth, 16-15. And that will help. Emily Fisher with another bucket. Madi Williams. That's kind of how the second half has been for her.
She has been so good in that middle third of the floor with that right hand.
Running the floor is Cravens. Reagan Peebly's team again hanging in there as they have done. They've outscored Oklahoma here in the fourth as they did in the second quarter.
They were going to set up a little press right there on the free throw. Still tried to do it after the miss, which makes it tougher.
Robertson and a foul. Just watch Madi Williams on this possession, though.
Taylor didn't disappoint and knocked it down. Under control and kind of rushed it. And that's one thing the young freshman will work at, because right now shoots it at a low percentage for the shots that she takes, and she'll keep working at it, but so good at that, though. I mean, that was a rebound out of her area, 2 hands, and she's so athletic and long.
And I bet she's in the handful of fastest players on the floor as well at 6'4".
Which, I mean, those are the ones, again, you can't teach that. I mean, just to be 6'4", fast, great timing, very, very active, just very impressive young player. He's made a lot of good plays tonight.
Here she is showing off some range. Madi Williams says, I'll take that.
Madi does it. I mean, she gets almost 2 offensive rebounds per game, and she just plays so hard. And you can't, I mean, we'd be talking till tomorrow afternoon saying how many good things she does.
Tommy Taiwo's had a good night for the Horned Frogs. He's had a good season. Averaging 14 per contest, has 21 tonight. 5 made threes in this game.
TCU, I mean, they played so hard. You know, Oklahoma, we talked about how much pressure that the Sooners put on you. TCU, to their credit, they've been up for the challenge and hadn't had a lot of drop-off. Here they are still in that press right here. We got 45 seconds to go, and they're still scrambling and flying around.
This is the only game in the Big 12 tonight. Tomorrow night, there's a big one between Texas and West Virginia as Oklahoma goes over the century mark for the 2nd time this year.
And the young fans in the attendance are fired up right there. You love to see that clock hit triple digits, Jack.
101-78. And there's a steal by Aubrey Jones. The shot clock is off, and the Sooners will be able to dribble this one out.
Coach Baranczyk said, nope, yep, hold it right here and end it the right way. And Sooners have played so hard tonight, and as did TCU. Give them the credit. But OU got back on the right track and did what they needed to do. And Coach talked about the opportunity to get better, and they took advantage.
That will do it.